A couple of traders who don't use crystal balls but do use their best skills to predict the future for the financial markets. Joining us from CME Group, Knuckman and Jared Levy here for a round of Traders Unplugged. Great to have you on the show today. Let's start with topic number one, Swami sector. In 2013, tech led the way. What will be the big sector run this year?
Well, I'm going back to the old standby. Follow the money. Go back to the financials. We're not even at the halfway point of the sell-off that we had from 2007 to 2009. A lot more upside. Those guys know how to make money, and it doesn't matter what happens with interest rates. They're going to be in great shape.
You know, I like the financials as well, but I think you got to actually get really specific and don't just buy financials, altogether. I think you want to watch out for some of the big mortgage lenders, but companies like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, I think those guys will do well. Wells Fargo might have a tough time. My favorite sector actually continues to be tech, but more specifically cloud computing and server providers. That's where I'm putting my money in 2014.
That's over my head, number one, but you got to think about some of the things that are happening this year that the institutional buyers of houses are going to be making some money off of that. They're going to have collateralized mortgage obligations. Collateralized rental obligations come to markets. They're going to make extra money.
Topic number two, Microsoft sold out of its tablets last year in 2013. One of you said that Microsoft was dead money, and then the stock rallied. So what's the pick for 2014? Is it Apple or Microsoft?
All right, hold on a second. Now I got
25%. Go ahead.
Slow down here. I got to defend myself a little bit. First of all, remember, it's not about what the company does; it's about what people believe. Microsoft still isn't. They haven't gotten themselves completely together. They're shifting CEOs. There's a lot going on. If I were to pick one or the other, believe it or not, from a stock perspective, I would pick Microsoft because they are in the midst of change. Apple still sort of trying to figure out its next path, and I do think Microsoft.
Microsoft went from 24 to 34, targets 44. Still more upside in that stock. They make $2 billion a year from royalties. Have you heard about Windows?
Topic number three, loose change. The TSA has picked up almost $500,000 in just loose money around airports. So what do you think about the dollar?
I think the dollar is going to go back to its natural course, which is lower. Everybody thinks we want a strong dollar, but in reality, people want a weak dollar, helps exports, helps manufacturing, and I think the death of the euro was greatly exaggerated. The euro in Europe is back, my friend.
Pro-government here. Anyway, bottom line is I actually agree with Alan on this one. Yes, the U.S. dollar versus the euro will probably be weaker in 2014. And yes, I think there will be support in the Eurozone. And you know what? China's continuing to print. They haven't shown any sort of.
It's a race to the bottom, and we are going to assume that pole position lower as people get out of dollars because they don't need safety like they did.
Be careful who you pair with when it comes to
as long as it's not Bitcoin, it's okay.
That's right.
In your bonus round question for today, a multiple choice. Which have been used as market predictors? Stock Traders Almanac, the January Effect, or moon cycles?
All three. It's always all three.
All three.
It's all three.
I got this figured out. I got it figured out now.
Good deal. Have a great day. Thanks for coming on the show. First Business continues right after this.